In the heart of the Western Balkans, an ancient tattooing tradition quietly endured for centuries, passed down through generations by the steady hands of mothers, known as Sicanje. This ritual was far more than decorative. It was a sacred practice rooted in protection, identity, and belonging. While most widely associated with Catholic Croats in Central, Bosnia and Herzegovina and parts of the Dalmatian region of Croatia, it was also practiced among Albanians and Vlach women, suggesting a deep, pre-Christian origin that predates even the arrival of the Slavs to the Balkans. Traces of this custom reach back to the Illyrian period, although scholars documented it in the 19th century. Though largely forgotten today, Sicanje was once widespread. It left visible marks on the skin, but even more profound ones on memory and tradition. The practice, however, was not universally accepted. Eastern Orthodox Slavs, for instance, disapproved of the custom, often viewing it with disdain. In the late 19th century, archaeologist Jiro Truhelka began documenting these tattoos, becoming one of the earliest scholars to study and illustrate them. His work was followed by that of Dr. Leopold Rudd, who published a detailed report in Vienna in 1894 titled The Tattooing of Skin. Among the Catholics of Bosnia and Herzegovina, the tattoos were commonly applied to young girls, sometimes boys, starting as early as 6 years old. The process usually took place between the feast of Saint Joseph in March and the feast of Saint John the Baptist in June, both dates rich in cultural and religious symbolism. Women tattooed visible parts of their bodies, hands, wrists, cheeks, brows, even just below the neck, with symbols tied to both Christian belief and pre-Christian spiritual traditions. Boys were typically tattooed on the right arm, chest, forehead, or on the pointer finger. The most frequently used symbols included the cross Kriz, bracelet-like bands Norifica, fence motifs Agrada, and branch or twig designs Granzaka. Variations of the cross often incorporated smaller branching lines, referred to as jellico or little pine, resembling delicate twigs, bracelet designs wrapped around the wrists, often accompanied by fence-like patterns or tiny crosses. Pagan elements also appeared in these designs, most notably simple circles linked to the traditional communal polo dances. The result was a unique blend of Christian and pagan imagery, merged not with contradiction, but with continuity, symbolizing nature, family, and faith all at once. British anthropologist Edith Durham, known for her extensive research in the Balkans, offered one of the clearest interpretations of these symbolic patterns. During her fieldwork in the Albanian highlands of Fetishala, she was able to decipher the meaning behind certain Catholic tattoo motifs only after consulting local Albanians. They explained that the small line surrounding a semicircle on an ancient gravestone represented light, emanating from both the Sandili and the moon Huna, the latter often